Right here we're looking at situational receiving, and we're looking at the success rate as well as the passer rating that is delivered by this receiver to the quarterback. Now, you can filter for whatever position you want. Anybody who is catching a ball is considered a receiver. So whether it's a tight end or a running back, I'm in this case just looking at running backs. And you can filter once again. I'll go through these. They're pretty much on many of the other visualizations on this website. But if you want to look at field zone, here I'm only looking at receptions where the player was targeted when the line of scrimmage was inside the opponent's 40-yard line. Quarter, week, down, yards to go until you get a first down on that particular play is all there. You can also look at pass location, so whether or not the quarterback was targeting this receiver to the deep left or right, whether or not he was targeting to the short middle or short left. You can filter by any of those types of things. Deep passes are considered 15 or more yards in the air. Short passes are considered less than 15 yards in the air. You can filter by targets. So for instance, if I expand this, I can look at every single player last year who was targeted as a running back inside the opponent's 40-yard line. But I'm going to get a lot of players who were hardly targeted at all in the mix. And maybe I want to focus on just the guys who were near the top. So you can obviously change the slider, or you can change the number here as well. So I want to look at players who had 20 or more targets. And now we can get a good sense of their passer rating that the quarterbacks had when they targeted these players, as well as the successful play rate. And that's going to be obviously different. Some players are going to deliver a more successful rate than others, even though the passer rating could be somewhat similar. And you can obviously filter here. Now we want to get rid of running backs, and I only want to look at when quarterbacks are targeting wide receivers. And so we're obviously going to have a lot of players that are going to pop up here because we're only isolating it to 20 targets and wide receivers there. But we'll go ahead and reduce the field zone a little bit. I want to see wide receivers targeted inside of the red zone. And now we see that there's a lot fewer. So let's go back to, let's say, 15 attempts when they were targeted. And now we can see there's about 30 qualifiers for this one. Jeremy Maclin, Allen Hurns, Allen Robinson. So two guys from Jacksonville were very strong for the Blake Bortles in terms of the passer rating that was delivered. And you can see guys that were targeted often that did not produce a very good passer rating, such as James Jones inside the red zone. A very poor completion percentage, very poor success rate, and a very poor passer rating. So you can obviously filter this and play with it any way that you want. There's so many different options that you can do because you're able to configure these filters. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one.